What is going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Rebuilding Roma. I think the name should probably be called Journeyman. Obviously, I explained in the first episode that we aren't looking to stay in the same club every sort of season. When we win things, we'll look to move on to a new challenge. And something I didn't actually explain to you last season is that last episode. Was that Roma are in the Europa Cup. So in equivalent to real life, that is the Europa League. And it gives us an opportunity here to win the European competition instantly. And also, if we don't finish as high in the league as we expected, if we can win the Europa League, we will get into Champions League football next year. Obviously, I think it's the qualifying rounds that you get into and then go from there. But We've played on a few more games since the last episode. I think I've played 3 or 4, and we've had a couple of European games in between that. So as you can see here, we haven't actually lost since the last time I spoke to you. I think we finished on the 1-1 draw with Crotone, which we weren't too happy about, obviously. And then we went away to Cagliari, who have Radja and Golan, and kind of an okay team. And we actually drew 2-2 to them. And both times we sort of fell behind and came back. No, sorry, I've said that wrong. We actually went 1-0 up and then they equalised. But the signing for Bayern Munich, Jamal Musiala, being 17, I was a bit hesitant to sort of put him in. Thought I'd give him a go, and he stepped up and scored 2 goals. So maybe someone that can actually start and get the goals for us this year, which is great. Especially with Malin getting a red card and obviously recently injured. We then got Dynamo here. We played in the Europa Cup. I don't think I've showed you the group yet. You can see here we're top. We have Partizan, Ghent, and Dynamo. And the start we've had, I fully expect us to go through here and get through to the knockout stage, which will be quite fun because I do like a knockout competition, especially in Europe. And to get that one out of the way, especially Europa League, we want to be sort of going to teams later on in the career where they've already got a very good squad and can sort of push on. Obviously, there's that thing of you could go to someone like a Newcastle or something like that in the Premier League and build them up to be a top team. Which again, obviously, within sort of 4 to 5 seasons, if we are looking at doing a 30-year save, that is a promising sort of place to go because they'll probably have some finances there. Mike Ashley's not going to be a tight bastard, and it could be interesting. So we'll look at the options when they come up and when we decide to make our moves around the leagues. And there might be a time where we spend so long with the club and we just can't get them over the line. We decide to move away, do a different challenge, and come back to that country further down the line to complete the challenge. I'll carry on speaking. So we got to 1-1 here with Lazio, which we were 1-0 down. We were playing okay, but we just couldn't get a shot on target. And then we got Pedro, we brought him on, and he got an 84th minute equaliser to get a 1-0 draw with Lazio, which I was quite happy about. And then again here we've got a 3-1 win at Partizan. Edin Dzeko played this game instead of Muslera. Just rested him because he played the last game. And we kind of played a bit of a strange team this game. We kind of rested a lot of players. We did a lot of games in this timeout type period. I think the only player that sort of stayed in was Justin Kluivert, who did come off the second half. And as well as that, we also had Pau Lopez in goal, who obviously kind of just sort of stayed in. I probably could have swapped him out as well, but we'll maybe do that in the later games when we kind of secured qualification. Today I'm going to try and play 2 to 3. I think I might do 2, which is a league game against Sampdoria and also a game against Ghent. I think if we win that Ghent game, we've kind of secured qualification near enough. Obviously not mathematically, but realistically, we get that and maybe get a draw or something in the next 3 games. I think we're pretty safe. In terms of transfers, nothing's changed. Obviously, you saw the window closed last episode. We still got Bruno Perez and Pastore, but we need to get rid of them. So hopefully in January we can get rid of them. I just want to see who this is. I didn't even see him last time. Okay, he's kind of no one. And then in terms of finances, we are still looking good in terms of the wage budget, and transfer budget is still quite low, but hopefully we can build it up in January and bring in someone maybe potentially in a certain position that we work out we might need. So we're going to go into today's game. We are away at Sampdoria. I'm going to come out of that and get into the tactics screen and do a pick squad and make changes from there. I've noticed that maybe having a holding midfield player is maybe a better option. So having Diawara in there could be the way to go, and then bringing in Cristante into here could be very nice. I'm just going to see what the players are sort of peed off about here, because if you go into personal, what is it they don't like? Can't respect an inexperienced manager. Okay, and that reminds me, this is a message that came out last episode, and it's from the board on an update. Now, the way we've started the season obviously hasn't been great. We're not up there. And currently they see us as just being an interim manager and are looking at getting more experience coach next season. So they may not offer us a new deal, but we obviously hope that we can change that with results towards the back end of the year and make sure that they have no second chance to go back on their word in terms of keeping us longer. And hopefully we can do some good there and change their minds. Now, we're going to swap a few things here. I don't want to rush Malin back in the team. I think, despite him being a good player for us, I'm going to put Muslera in there just for now because he is on form. We're slowly bringing Malin, and obviously we've got free strike on the bench, which we probably don't need. I think I will swap him around there and maybe bring Elsha Wari on the bench. Oh, I think I didn't even click him there, did I? We're swapping for that. I think that's what we'll go with. And then I saw we had a ball playing centre back. I'm not too sure why that's changed, but yeah, we go with something like this. I'm thinking Zaniolo's continuing his good form at the moment, chipping in with some assists in there and playing really well in that sort of shadow striker role. So don't want to change too much up front at the moment. And obviously Pedro had a good game previously coming on and scoring, so we're going to give him the chance to show us what he can do. And we are going to go 1-0 down here to Fabio Codurella. Unfortunately, that is not the start that we wanted. We are 1-0 down. We got the ball here. Kelsdorp has given it away and Sampdoria on the attack, but we've retrieved the ball and we look like we're going to get a foul here. And the highlight does end. I think from what I can gather here, we probably need to slow this down a little bit because it is quite quick on the eyes. So if we do just click, I think it's... I'll go with like middle range and just sort of see how that plans out. Obviously keep the speed in between highlights up because we don't want to be waiting around for these sort of flashes to come up, but it just makes it a bit easier on the eye and you're not trying to like look around the video to see where we're at on the attack because it does go super quick. So I'm going to make that change and hopefully that improves the experience of the watch. So Pedro's got it out on this right hand side. Yeah, this is much better. Muslera, and there we go. So the return of the wonder kid himself, playing him up front over Malin has paid off here, and he does get his third goal of the season, I believe. And we are now level. We've got Diawara on a free kick here. Smalling's headed it. Pedro's off the post, and there's another goal there, and it's Justin Kluivert. So very promising here that Roma have started the game, well, an early goal from Quadriorella in the 8th minute, and we've turned it round just before half-time to be leading, and that is fantastic with the two of the wonder kids of our team, really, coming up the goals. And something that I've actually noticed as well while I've been off video is how young the team is, so maybe we will want to look at bringing in some experience over time, maybe someone that's already kind of made it, so maybe our next signing will be someone like that. Obviously, we do have some experienced heads in there, Mkhitaryan, Smalling, and, well, like Addons, for example. But I think mixing it up in terms of having experience of players that can actually start, because I feel like with Dzeko, Mkhitaryan, obviously Pedro's currently starting for us, but trying to have a bit more of a mix between the young heads and experienced heads would be a good thing to do. Looks like we've got a corner here. I don't know if maybe play it short, or he's going to whip it in. Kelsdorp whips it in, and it's a good header, but just wide from Roma. And we hopefully can take hold, scruff the neck of this game and go out and win. I'm going to make a change. And I think we're going to bring on... See, a lot of these boys have low in terms of their fitness. We're going to bring Mr. Lera and bring on Addons. Going to bring on Valtor for Diawara. And we're going to bring El Shawari on for Pedro. And hopefully we can see this game out with a win, which I think will push us up further up the league and put us in a better position for the European spots, because that's where we want to sort of finish the season. That's where we're expected. So if we can get Champions League football, I think you need to finish in the top 3, and then I think it's the 4 positions below, or 3 positions below that you get into Europe in terms of the Europa League, which we're already in. So maybe our best thing this year will be to try and win the competition in the Europa League. But obviously if we can't do that, then trying to finish high in the table as we can, which it's not, as we've just seen before this game started, it's not just a position this year, it's trying to secure a contract for next year as well, with me putting the qualification as bronze, and also being an inexperienced manager. It does put that that thing in the mind where they're not sure on us yet, because we are inexperienced and we haven't had the best start, and it makes me wonder if we do get some wins in the belt, whether that will change. But it's something we'll keep an eye on, and I will update you on if that does change. But it looks like we're going to see out the game here. The highlights are going a bit slower, which is a little bit worrying, but we're getting towards the end of the game here. We're still 2-1 up. We have got a free kick in in our own half. Mancini takes it. It's a flicker from Dzeko and a beautiful finish from Justin Kluivert. Maybe recording him was a key part in making this Roma team, back to where realistically they should be in Italian football. They have some quality players, and there's a yellow card there for Sampdoria, which gives us a free kick in our own half. Mancini takes it, plays it into Velta, back to Mancini, into Christian, and plays it wide to Spinazzola. He's got it on his left-hand side. Nice bit of football going on here from Roma. Valtor has given it away. Togo Grosso has got it for Sampdoria. Plays it into Ramirez. Nice little 1-2, and I think he's been taken out here. And it is Mancini. Hoping that's only a yellow card. It looks like it is. Candreva takes a free kick, hammers it at the wall. Roma clear, and that should be the end of the game. And we have won a 3-1 away from home at Sampdoria, which brings me a lot of confidence and happiness to be able to sort of say that we are progressing a lot better. And it's crazy to me that we're already in November here and, looking strong, realistically. We are going to switch the team up a little bit here. Obviously, it is the Europa League against Ghent. So we're going to bring in Migrant in goal. Going to bring in Jesus there. Combolo there. I don't think Florenzi's fit at the moment, so we're not going to play him. We'll play Clefori there. We'll bring in Kelsdorp just because we don't have anyone else. Veltok can start. Mkhitaryan can start. Malin can start. Rodrigo can start. Mariba can start. And I think El Shawari can start. And I think that's the team we'll go with for this game. And see how it plans out. And hopefully we can show our quality, even though it is a sort of a B team as such, compared to our team that we'd play in the Serie A, and get the 3 points and looking strong in the Europa League, really. So it's nice to have a strong squad. It is an A team and a B team. I do think this B team is actually not too bad, realistically, and we should be able to get some good results with them, especially against a team like Ghent, who, don't get me wrong, in Belgian football they're not a bad side, but coming up against a team with some of these names, we've got. You'd like to think we can get the result. I'm gonna make it a little bit faster here. I just feel like we'll just see how it goes. If it is a bit too much, then we can change it. But Kelsdorp gets it here into Combolo. gets into Rodrigo, and he wins himself a corner for his team. And it looks like Malan's going to take it, which is a strange option for the corner taker. Crosses it in, and it's a goal though, and it's Mkhitaryan, and defenders aren't convinced it's a goal, but VAR is checking it, and it has been disallowed, unfortunately, but that would have been a nice start to the game. And unfortunately for Mkhitaryan, his goal is disallowed. And they have a goal kick here. They've played out to their centre-backs and put it wide to Witsel. Witsel's got it, plays into Courtois, back to Clement. And it looks like we're going to skip through till half-time here because there isn't any more highlights by the looks of it. And we're going to go into half-time here 0-0, which I'm okay with. Like, as long as we're picking up points in this group, we should go through. Obviously, you always want to finish, top of your group, so you get a more favourable sort of draw in the next round. But as we know in football, that doesn't always happen because some good teams do finish second. But I do think we've got a good chance in this tournament, and I feel like as the squad is, and we'd be able to sort of mix between the A and the B, the team is as such, and fit players in here and there, we can progress well. And I am liking the squad now. I think we've put in some good depth with the loan players, which can come in and fill gaps, especially in this competition, and also some nice youth and a couple of experienced heads. Maybe missing a couple of experience, like I said, but I do like it. And we're constantly trying to improve this team. And Full Top puts a ball in, and Daniel Malan gets his first goal for Roma. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we bought him for about 35 million. It's a big fee on his shoulders, but he's repaid us there with a nice goal to put us 1-0 up. And we're looking very nice here. And I'm going to make a substitution. We'll see if there's anyone on the bench that doesn't play too much. I think there is. We've got a couple of strikers here. Going to bring off Rodrigo. I'm going to bring on Bojo and put Malan out on the right. And we're going to bring on Pedro over here, and just sort of see how this goes towards the end of this game. And if we can get a second goal, it'd be fantastic, because then you don't have to worry in going into the final sort of 10 minutes where they'll be pushing us trying to get a goal. So we'll see how that goes. But this could be a very good episode with 2 wins, hopefully. And hopefully I haven't jinxed that. But what foot managers like, they always know how to get you. And it would be frustrating if you lost from here, or even sort of draw from here. But we are at home. We're having a better sort of possession and, shots on target. We're doing quite well. Mkhitaryan's got it here. Plays it into Malan. Malan plays it in to Bojo, and there's a question whether it's handball in a box by the looks of it. VAR is looking at it, and the ref has given a yellow card to Witsel, and we've got a free kick on the edge of the box. Mkhitaryan's going to take it, fires it well wide, and it's a disappointing free kick there from Mkhitaryan. We're going to get into the final 13 minutes here, and as you can see, they've not even had a shot on target. They haven't had a corner, and we're looking quite dominant despite it only being 1-0 up. Sort of taking hold of possession here, which takes into that part of having that controlled possession tactic, which is good in these sort of situations where, we've got our goal and, we're getting into the final 10 minutes of a game where we want to keep the ball, do nothing stupid, hopefully, and get the result that we require. And we'll be on 9 points at the end of this game if we do that. And we're getting close to the end here. And it looks like we've just picked up a yellow for Viltart, and they've got a free kick on halfway. Hopefully it won't end badly. And Kohlsdorp gets a yellow card here, and we've got 4 minutes added time. We are making some interesting fouls here, which was giving them opportunities. They've taken a free kick, and the keeper's pushed over the bar. And our reserve keeper, Migrant, has done very well there in terms of keeping us in this game, and again makes a fantastic save. And that is a massive header and a massive chance for Ghent. And Roma have, got away with it. They've got the ball here, Ghent on this right-hand side, plays a nice 1-2, but Kafori has got it, plays a great ball down the line to Pedro, he's got a bit of space here, drops it in, and we can't get hold of it. They're a bit under pressure here, and we've given away a free kick. I think it's a nice tactical foul there from Kafori, and it looks like we're getting to the final minute here. Hopefully we can hang on and clear the ball here. There's a pull on the shirt on Mkhitaryan. Minutes are closing down. 8 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final whistle's been blown. We win. Maybe not as convincingly as I thought we might have, but we got over the line. That's the main thing, and we are very happy with that. As you can see here, we're already getting thrown in games after games, and that's the tough point with being in Europe as well. We are playing Sassuolo. I will play this game off camera. Obviously, they're in 20th, so they are bottom of the league, so hopefully we can do well here, although we did lose to them, I believe, or draw to them in the friendlies at the start of the season, which obviously aren't the telling factors of how games go, but we're looking a lot better here. Nice sort of 4 wins out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic. I'll show you here, we are top of the group for 5 goal difference and on 9 points. We're looking very strong. We can get 3 points against any of the teams really, and we are looking strong to going through to the next round, which is great. And we can rest some players again throughout that, hopefully, and still get through. In terms of Serie A, we are lacking behind. We are 9th. So there's actually 4 European spots for the Europa League, which is interesting, and only 3 for the Champions League. So we'll be looking to push on and get some points on the board and sort of chase that top 3. You'd imagine that Juventus will win the league. Obviously, I know they're 2 points behind at the moment, but with the talent they've got in their squad, they're the ones to chase, I would imagine. And same with Inter. But hopefully we can win the games, against these teams and push on. We're on 9 points. We've played 1 game less, so if we win that, we go up to about 7th at least. And then we're not looking too bad then, because we'll be sort of 6-7 points from the top 3. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode and you are enjoying the save, please drop a like, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and again, comment anything that you think will help me improve the save, or any players that you think I could bring in, or players that maybe even should be starting. I'm really actually starting to get attached to this save now, which is surprising, because obviously the mobile versions previously sort of haven't been something that I've been as interested in compared to the PC versions. So I think I want to continue this and see how far we can get, and it will be fun for us. And have a great day, guys, and peace.